Usually on the back, it'll have the asphyxiation warning. And that's required in most countries. It's just that when you show up, either to the sewing factory and you talk to the merchandiser, you got to tell her. So garment accessories are anything that you throw away after you put the garment on.
Okay.
So things like poly bags, hang tags, cardboard boxes, cardboard inserts, tissue, and I always remember it as like they're excessive.
Okay.
You don't really need them.
Yes.
They're just for shipping, protecting the garment.
Yes.
So like a detail that I learned years ago that most people don't know is that there's three different kinds of cardboard boxes.
Okay.
There's 3-ply, 5-ply, and 7-ply.
Yes.
And if you choose the wrong kind of box, like you go cheap and you just do 3-ply, you end up with this.
Yes.
Where the boxes get crushed. And then it crushes the contents inside. So if you know that you're going to be stacking the boxes high or that they might be exposed to moisture, then you might want to pay an extra cent or two to get the 5-ply or the 7-ply.
Okay.
You can even get cardboard boxes that are like coated. If it's really humid, you know, if you're going into Central America, you know, your boxes have a tendency to get wet and crush. You can also get the shipping marker can be printed on the outside of the box from the cardboard box manufacturer. You can even have your brand on it. The other thing is the size. For example, if you're shipping into Amazon, Amazon has very specific sizes of these stands.
Yes.
And you want to maximize the dimensions of your boxes so that you can fit as many boxes as possible into one of these areas.
Yeah.
And then you have to take into account, am I using a pallet or not?
Okay.
Right? So there's actually a website where somebody made a business of doing all this analysis and calculations in order to maximize the volume that you take up in the Amazon space.
Yes.
Then here's an example of like the poly bags. This is for a larger product. It's got a plastic hanger at the top. It's got buttons on it, and it's got a cardboard insert.
Okay.
Right. So that's an example of a really complex poly bag. Here is a very simple poly bag. You can buy these at the local market. You can buy 10 if you want. Tape at the top and no printing.
Yeah.
But you can also get these printed. You can print your logo on one side, and usually on the back, it'll have the asphyxiation warning. And that's required in most countries.
Yes.
So where if you're doing cross-border shipments, so if you're exporting, then you need to take that into account. What are the legal requirements for the poly bag? Like here you can see the printing.
Okay.
This is the warning.
Yes.
Yeah. So what does it say? To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this plastic bag away from babies, etc., etc. So this is like required in many countries.
Yeah.
Now, like the factories that make these poly bags, they probably already have a standard warning.
Yes.
So you can save yourself some money. There's many options for hang tags, like we call it cardstock. All the factories in Vietnam that produce hang tags, they also offer all those options. It's just that when you show up, either to the sewing factory and you talk to the merchandiser, you got to tell her, these are the dimensions of my hang tag. This is the cardstock I want. I want glossy or I want matte. And then here's the Pantone colors and here's the artwork files.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
All right.